everybody, and welcome to another exciting episode of Andrew Rants, the video series where I stand upon my metaphorical soapbox pedestal of the world, and I bitch and complain about a lot of stuff that pisses me off, drives me insane, and makes me wonder why stupidity seems to be a prevalent disease upon the world. Seriously, at this point it's become an epidemic of global expeditions, and expectations, and everything else. Hell, the universe is pointing and laughing at us at some points, and rightfully so. But today's topic is something that really annoys the crap out of me. Now, as many of you know, I'm a fan of Yugioh. I'll let that sink in for a moment. Yeah, don't worry. And as a lot of you know, being a fan of Yugioh that I am, I do enjoy the card game, the anime, 2 of the 3 movies that I've seen, and honestly, anything I can get my hands on Yu-Gi-Oh related. So, it's just a weird thing that I come across something that I love and something that I can enjoy. Because unbeknownst to a lot of people, I kind of like Abridged Series of stuff. Now, yes, I know what you're saying, but Andrew, Abridged Series aren't actually series. Yes, but here's the thing, they kind of are. A lot of people don't consider Abridged Series actually part or canon for the show. They're just something that fans did, cutting away 90% of the stuff that made any sense in the show, cutting out the filler and extra shit, and then basically just spoon-feeding it back to you. Think Dragon Ball Z Kai, but on a much wider scale. And a majority of YouTube channels actually do a majority of the abridging on here. I've seen Dragon Ball Z Abridged by Team 4-Star, Something Witty Entertainment's SAO Abridged. I've seen The Devil's a Part-Timer Abridged, which is what got me interested in The Devil's a Part-Timer in the first place, because that series was so cool at the same time it was interesting, and the Abridged series really didn't do much different from what the actual series was, minus just some, off jokes here and there, and honestly, I was fine with that because it wasn't too far off from the source material. However, there is one Abridged series right now that I can't tolerate, and YouTube keeps wanting to shove it down my throat like it's water and I'm drowning in the desert from sand. Yes, I know how it sounded once it came out of my mouth, but I'm standing by it. Of course, I'm talking about Yugioh the Abridged series, a combination of 2 things that I kind of like. I love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I like Abridged series. But this is like, what's a good word of putting this? Imagine having the world's most beautiful flower, and the pot that it's in is literally filled with toxic waste. That's what it feels like right now. So for those of you that don't know, Little Creepo here on YouTube does Yugioh the Abridged series. Honestly, this is one of the stupidest Abridged series that I've ever seen in my life. They constantly poke fun at the fact that they're playing a children's card game, which, first off, newsflash for yous, that means you're also poking fun at Duel Masters, Battle Spirits, any of the Battle Spirits, oh god, what else? Oh, Cardfight Vanguard, Cardfight Vanguard G, Future Card Buddy Fight, just to name a few. Badmouthing one is badmouthing all of them. Now, while I understand it's a running gag, there's a running gag and then taking it too damn far. Now, I am fine with Little Creepo and them wanting to do their own Abridged series, more power to them. I'm not going to complain or argue about it. What I'm just not a fan of is the fact that I keep getting it shoved down my throat by YouTube's algorithm, that it keeps thinking that, well, you like Yu-Gi-Oh!, you'll love this. No, I like Yu-Gi-Oh! I despise this. The constant jokes of, oh, the Pharaoh constantly just remembers his Egyptian heritage. He didn't remember any of that shit until season 5. And technically, it wasn't even the full part of it. Partially, it came back in season 3, somewhat touched upon in season 4, full steam to the wall at the second latter half of season 5. So there you go. And season 5 is what most consider the weakest of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you had the KC Grand Prix and Capsule Monsters culminating half of that season, with Millennium World basically being the ending of it, where they get transported back to ancient Egypt in a different dimension, and that's the end of it. That's supposedly the weakest season of Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series? Bite me. But the running gag in most of this show is just tremendously annoying. You have Duke Devlin's horrific, stupid catchphrases. And I'm not even reviewing this. I'm just ranting about this as it pisses me off. You have Duke Devlin's catchphrases and his freaking music. Tristan being an idiot. Joey with a fake Brooklyn accent. You have Taya who's trying to throw herself on anything that moves. Yugi that's basically acting like a smart-ass, wise-ass son of a bitch. And then a Tem, or the Pharaoh, or other Yugi, who basically is like, yeah, this is kind of fun, let's do this. Throw in the other characters from the seasons that they're poking fun at. Pegasus, Rex Raptor, Weevil Underwood, who are apparently, those two are stuck as a Beavis and Butthead knockoff. You have Kaiba, who's basically more annoying than the actual Kaiba in the series, because he thinks that he's better than everyone, whereas the other Kaiba actually had loyalty to his brother. This one would throw him under the damn bus in a heartbeat, just for looking at his Blue Eyes White Dragon wrong. Then add in Merrick, Ishtar, Melvin, Ishizu, Odeon, all the other things. They actually purposely changed the names, which they would have to do for an abridged series, but some of the names they chose are really, I don't know, is the term strange enough for this, or should I just go full on and say idiotic to the 10th degree? Hell, the entire Cyberworld Noah arc from season, that should have been season 3, is basically turned into, oh, the abridged series has been canceled and they're taking on the producers to fight it. I get the joke, but there's a joke, and then there's jamming the joke down the throat of the people listening to it. There's a problem when the joke isn't funny the first time and you keep going back to it. That doesn't equate it to be a better joke. It equates it to be more annoying than it was 5 minutes ago. Oh, well, we're battling in a children's card game. I will defeat you in a children's card game. I'm going to win playing a children's card game. I get the joke. It's not funny, but I get it. Constantly changing up stuff, which you would have to do for an abridged series, I get. But some of the changes you make feel more, we're doing this literally to poke fun at the characters and get our laugh ourselves than to make anyone else laugh. Though apparently you guys are getting tremendous amounts of views, I just can't figure out how. I have no beef against people that want to make an abridged series of something. More power to you. That means you actually like the source material if you're doing it. This feels like while you're admitting you like the material, you're throwing it under the bus at the same time. And I don't mean like a regular bus, like a city bus. I mean a bus from Death Race 2000. I mean a bus with spiked wheels, a massive cattle guard on the front. I mean, we're talking a cattle guard with cattle prongs sticking out of it, fully electricized at the same time. Vats of acid running this thing as gasoline. You have smashed windows. A bumper sticker on the back that says, I break for no one. That's the type of bus you're throwing this under. For what? Cheap laughs and cheesy one-liners. Yeah, that's right. That's basically what it feels like. I have no disrespect for what you do, but why Yu-Gi-Oh? And this isn't the first one that they've done, because they've also done the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bonds Beyond Time movie Abridged, which, in all honesty, that one was okay. The movie was okay. The abridged version, no. Making the villain annoying by giving him a Mandark meets, oh god, what's the character I'm thinking of here? Mandark meets one of the more annoying characters from like a late 80s, early 90s Cartoon Network series. That does not equate humor. That makes me want to rip my ears off and not hear anymore. And I know somebody out there is just going to type in the comment section, Andrew, just shut the video off. Easier said than done. I've actually tried recommending this to put up, stop showing me this with YouTube's algorithm, but somehow it keeps coming back. It's sort of like that diseased boomerang. You throw it one direction, and good news, it comes back again, even smellier and more disease covered than when you threw it the first time. But I digress. Have you seen Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged Series, and what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, I'm Andrew Rhodes, and this has been Andrew Rants.